All right, good evening, everyone. Good evening, my dear parents and teachers of SMR. Welcome to our webinar training about password and security. Thank you for giving your time and attending our webinar for tonight. So I'm so glad and happy to see you all. Even your cameras are turned off. I know that you're happy too. All right, so let me start this training by sharing my PowerPoint. I hope that you'll be able to get more information and protect your identity through this webinar and your password, of course. All right. Okay, by the way, I'm here. I'll be with Miss Asma. Miss Asma, you're there?
Yes, Mr. Sylvester.
So if ever you have questions in Arabic or you have some clarifications about the training, you can message Miss Asma in the chat box. All right, for our Arabic teachers. Thank you so much. So she'll be answering all the questions in Arabic in the chat box after the training or during the training if you have some questions. Okay, password security. Sorry. So what is password security? When we say password security, it is about making a password that is hard for people to guess. Okay, I know that this is not new to us, but this is actually a main and major concern, not only in school, but also in other institutions, maybe even personal, right? When we're having our when it comes to password security, sometimes we tend to be conscious of how we make our password. And tonight I'll be teaching you, or I'll be helping you how to create your password stronger than your password before. Okay, so why is password security important? First, it keeps your personal information secure. Okay, and second, it lowers the chance of your account being hacked. That's why I don't know if you have experienced this kind of hacking in your personal account before, or you, I don't know, but most of the people all over the world, they're having high chance of being hacked because of their password security. Okay, so they don't have really a strong password that even me could actually guess what's their password. Okay, so later we'll discuss more about that. Okay, tips for making a good password. Okay, number one, or the first one is password should be at least 8 characters in length. Okay, make sure your passwords are 8 characters in length, or if you could add more, the longer the better. Okay, the longer the better. So at least minimum of 8 characters. Second, use at least one number in your password. Okay, if your password right now are all pure letters, please do change that after this training. All right. And third point, use at least one special character like asterisk or exclamation point. Okay. So always remember that, because sometimes actually we have this kind of connotation that, okay, I'll just put my name as my password, but actually it's not helping. So make sure to use at least, okay, at least one special character like asterisk or exclamation point. Fourth tip, use both uppercase and lowercase letters, okay? It's good that we're using lowercase letters, but it will be better if we're going to use both, all right? Uppercase or the big letters and combined with the lowercase letters or the small letters, okay? And a password shouldn't be shared with any other account. This is very important. I would like to remind you, my dear parents, teachers, and staff of SMR, that your password shouldn't be shared with any other account. Let's say, for example, okay, I will just use one password for all my accounts. My email, my social media accounts like your Facebook, your Instagram, Twitter, or whatever social media you're using. Please don't. Okay, you shouldn't be shared with any other account. As much as possible, I encourage you to have a specific password. I know you might say, Mr. Sylvester, that's kind of complicated because it's hard to memorize or difficult to memorize passwords. If I am using 5 social media and I have my email, then I have my personal and professional or career email. So you'll be memorizing a lot of password. But yes, it's kind of difficult to memorize, but this is a good recommendation that you should not be shared your password with any other accounts or other your individual accounts. Okay, so as much as possible, teachers and parents, you should have at least a specific password for each account. Okay, can you give me thumbs up for that emoticon? Thumbs up emoticon if you can do that after. Yeah, there you go. Yes, it's kind of difficult for at first because you're memorizing so many passwords, but yes, for password security and to avoid hacking of your accounts, let's avoid sharing our password with any other account that we have. I used to be like this also. I have one password for all of my accounts. Then I discovered that yes, the risk of or the probability of having my account hacked is very high. Where if I'm using one password with all of my accounts. Okay. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Now, before I will continue, I just would like to um, okay, send the link. Okay, before I continue, let me send the link for okay. It's like a test or a quiz, short quiz. And then after this training, I'll be sending again another one. Okay. So before I continue, let's see if you have understood the things that I was saying or I'm saying here. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay. My laptop also is, this is for Arabic first. For Arabic teachers, you can use this link. Okay. Arabic parents, you can use that. Okay, and I'll be sending also another one for the English speakers or our English parents. Okay. Just open the link for the pretest. Okay. For SMR teachers who took this last time, it's okay if you don't like to do it again. All right. But for those who are first time to join the training, I encourage you to please do it. Okay, this one is for the English one. Okay. I'll give you 5 minutes to open the link and answer those questions. And later on after the training, I'll be sending another one. Let's see how you have understood our topic for tonight. Just give me thumbs up later if you're done with the test. Or if you have questions, just use the chat box option here below, and we'll try to answer your questions later. So we're like our kids who's taking the quiz or test in school. Those are just 7 questions that you just need to click your answer. Again, just give me a thumbs up reaction if you're done with the test so that I can proceed to the next few slides. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, there's message here from Mr. Ron. By having at least 8 characters in your password, there are also at least 300 to 40,000, yeah, at least 40 to 320 ways to get it right. The longer the password and well-combined character password, the more difficult the combination will be gotten as the number of ways to get increases. Later, I'll be sending a link to test your password now how strong your password is, okay? Okay, so most are done. Okay. Okay. Shall I continue now? All right, so let me continue. Okay. I believe majority are done. Okay, so next part is, yeah, in Arabic here is the translation. Okay, what not to use as a password? Okay, first, your birthdays. This is very common. A lot of us, okay, so I will not forget my password. I will just use my birthday. So please do not, do not, or not avoid, do not use your birthdays as a password, as your password. Children names, like your kids, for example, okay, I will just put here, or I will change my password to my children names, okay, so that no one could guess, but it's easy. It's so easy to guess if it's children names. Next is first or last name, okay? So again, that could be your reason, okay, for me to memorize my password easily. I will just use my first or last name. But please, again, teachers and parents, do not use your first name or your last name. Words or phrases that could be found in dictionary. Okay, also avoid using words or phrases that could be found in dictionary because these are easy for the hackers, especially the IT experts, okay, to guess your or hack your account. Okay, so avoid this. These are just a few things that you need to remember: birthdays, children names, first or last name, words or phrases that could be found in dictionary. Avoid using them as your password. Okay, so how strong is my password? You might ask yourself, how strong is my password? So many people may ask how strong their password actually is. Now, I'll be sending this link in the chat box. Okay, I want you to check your password or enter your password in this link. Don't worry, this is a safe link. Just to check how strong your password is right now. Okay, there you go. The link is in your chat box. Kindly click on the link and check your password security, how strong your password is. You can type in the chat box the results, if it's stronger or it's weak or what, so that at least we have an idea. Let's see. Miss Asma, would you like to share yours? How strong is your password?
I am type it. What? Just give me 1 minute.
Sure. How about you, Mr. Justin? You're done?
Mr. Sylvester, I'm done.
How about you, Miss?
Mine, this is Sister Alma. Mine is 17 quadrillion years to
Wow,
crack.
that's how strong your password, sister.
Really?
Wow, great.
Anyway,
It's
thank
great,
you.
sister.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister, for sharing. Miss P said 500 quadrillion years. Wow, Miss P, your password is very strong. Miss Marva, 400 years. From Jonas Mello's parent, 1 billion years to crack your password. That's great to know. All your passwords are strong. From Miss Farah, 12,000 years. From Miss Lily, 100 years. See, we have different results that at least we have an idea if ever our account is being hacked or not. Okay, because we have a strong password. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job for that. So you can use this link once you change your password. For those who has weak password that it can be easily tracked and guessed. You can use this link. Don't worry, this is a private and secured link. That was the one I sent to you. Okay, let me continue. Good job, guys. All right, let me continue with, we're almost done. Okay, how often you should change your password? Okay, this is just a recommendation. So you should change your password about once every 3 months. I'll repeat, you should change your password about once every 3 months. It's like changing changing our toothbrush. I saw one article that they have used toothbrush as like an example of how we change our password. So once in 3 months, or we go to the dentist, or we change our toothbrush, or monthly we change our toothbrush. Same with our password. Okay, we should change our password, if not monthly, at least about once every 3 months. Okay, with that, we could be so sure and secure that our password and our accounts are safe from hackers. Okay, I hope that's clear. And there you go. So how strong is your password is an example, the link that we have used. Okay, here's the picture, right? So when you're using number of characters, so the longer the characters you're using, the stronger your password is, and the combination also of the password that you are using. So again, if you're using numbers only, it's easy to guess. Upper or lowercase letters, it's better if you're going to use both. Okay, uppercase and lowercase letters, symbols like exclamation point and asterisk, those things. So that they cannot crack your password easily. Okay, and there you go. Last point, if you know a few facts about passwords, your accounts and your life can be much more safe and secure. All right, so yes, that's the end of our training. So I'll be sending again the link for the test. Let's see this time if you could get a perfect score. Okay, just give me a minute. I will share the link again. So I hope that you have learned something new, though this is a very basic topic, a common topic that being discussed by so many people. But I hope that you have learned something new, gained a new information, and you can apply it in your individual life. Okay, just give me a minute. All right, this is for the English parents. Can you click the link again? And for the Arabic ones, again, if you have questions, my dear Arabic teachers, Arabic parents, you can ask Miss Asma in the chat box. So I will be able to see the results later and compare from the first one, the first assessment, to this last one. Okay. This is for the English parents. There you go. So kindly click on the link and answer the 7 questions I have there. Let's see how you've understood our training. And we're so happy to help you in our own, the SMR is so happy to help you in our own little way to share our knowledge about password and security. And there will be more trainings about security in the future with Mr. Justin and with the eSafe team. And we're so grateful to be part of this team. So again, if you have questions, just type in the chat box, or you can raise your hand and open your microphone if you want to talk. We will entertain questions for 5 minutes after the test if you want to have some clarifications. Yes, Miss Aileen, it's real. It's kind of unbelievable at first, but actually it's real. It means that you have created a password that's super strong, very strong. Mr. Justin, you want to add something? Mr. Justin, by the way, is our IT. So I believe, Mr. Justin, are you ready? Do you have something to say or share? There you go. Mr. Justin, type in the chat box. Practice also 2 steps verification password. Would you like to expound that, Mr. Justin? 2 steps verification password for our dear parents and teachers. Miss Eileen is
Sure.
doing it. Okay, Mr. Justin.
Yeah. My audio clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Two steps verification. It's a better way to notify the users so that by when someone unauthorized login happen, so even if you are in sleep, so you can trace the timing by details. So this is a good practice if we applied it in password security. So yeah, that's for me to encourage all of us.
Thank you, Mr. Justin. Yes, practicing also 2 steps verification and password is additional feature of securing our password. So you can do that also by using your mobile or your computer. There's an option actually when we're creating a password. So just click on the 2 steps verification. That's additional security. Any more questions from our parents or teacher side? Just type your questions in the chat box, and Mr. Justin and I and Miss Asma will.
I guess Sister Alma asking how to do it. Am I right, sister?
Yes,
The
the
two steps?
Yes, it's the 2 steps.
Okay, so
Yeah.
is
you
it
can share.
possible share my as
Yes,
is it possible,
yes,
right?
Mr. Justin, you can share your screen.
Yes. Okay. So here,
You're welcome, Miss Farah.
share screen. Okay. So here in the email, so if you see here, there's an option here in the upper right corner. So there is a manage your Google account. So once we click here, there is an option for security. So we click on this one. Then we will go below. There's an option here for two-step verification. So right now, I just turn off. So and we will try to demo now. So just click here. So there are instructions here. So they explain that add extra layer. Then we'll just get started. So once you click the get started, it will ask again for a password for verification. Okay, I just input my password. Then it will ask for a mobile contact. So after this, so let's say okay. So every time you log in a different device, so it will ask code and verification. So I'll share to you the screen, how it works here in the desktop. I will show you. So once you finish the registration of two-step verification, so it turns like this in your PC. Is the screen shared already? Right? Yeah. So when you log in, so it will ask like this. Then in your phone, there will be a notification like this. So if you are confident that that is your someone, so you will just click yes. If no, reject. So that's the time you will be alert. So that thinking that who is that someone trying to attempt to log in my account. So that's the advantage for the two-step verification. So I encourage everyone to do this as a practice. I hope it's a big help for all. Thank you.
Yes, I agree, Mr. Justin. And when you use the two-way verification for your password, automatically it will notify you by email or SMS if there's someone who attacking or attempting to log in using your account.
Exactly.
So you can trace even the location and the time specific. So at least you have an idea, oh, someone's using my account or someone's trying to um, log in using my account. So that would be very helpful for all of us to monitor and track our account from time to time if we have used the additional security, which is the two-way.
Exactly. Agree, sir.
There you go. So parents, do you still have more questions, or teachers, do you have more questions? You could still entertain your questions if you still have, but if you don't have any more questions and queries, thank you so much. In behalf of SMR, we would like to thank you for giving us your time tonight. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
and have a great night and weekend.
Excuse me, I'd like also to thank Mr. Justin and Mr. Sylvester for this in behalf of the SLT. Thank you very much. And parents and teachers, thank you for your attendance. Have a good night and be safe always. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sister.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Well done, Sir Sylvester, Sir Justin.
Thank you, Miss P.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Happy
Thank
weekend,
you.
everyone.
Happy
Happy
weekend.
weekend. Stay safe.
Happy weekend.
Happy
Mr. Del,
weekend.
happy weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Lindsay. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Good night po. Have a lovely weekend.
Yes, long weekend.
Bye.
Sir Sylvester, pogi ka.
Wow.
Ano yun?